few weeks ago, I came into the service before anyone gets, and I always do this. I come in and I pray over the seats, and I take some time with God. And then that morning, I felt like God told me to do something different than I've ever done before. And instead of doing our last song, we put on a worship video. And I asked people to worship along with the video while I prayed for people who needed to be prayed for. And as I began to pray, something happened. The Holy Spirit began to move powerfully in this altar. And as I prayed, my prayer language began to come out. Now, in that moment, I have a choice to make. Do I continue to pray for people in this language, or do I cut off what God just started doing through me? But because of the fact that we had worship music going on, because of the fact that I had turned my microphone off, and I had asked the church to continue worshiping here, because I was praying specifically, and the context of it was clearly that I'm praying for people, I let God do through me what he was doing. And I got calls and messages afterwards about things that God had done in people's lives in these altars. What I did not do, and I apologize for, was I did not afterwards step up in that moment and explain what just happened. Because for some of you, you've never experienced that before, and it's confusing. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't experience it. Now, those of you who have experienced the work of the Holy Spirit in this way, some of you instantly, you knew what this was. But I did not explain. That's what the purpose of this series is, or it's one of the purposes of this series, is to explain what this is. This was a private prayer language as I was praying for people. Order in the church matters, but allowing the Holy Spirit to flow freely also matters. Because when God is free to move, he will.